Okay. Okay. So my mic is on, and so okay. So this is second 35 of the video. This video is intro to basic utility. So right now we are in a world in Minecraft. It's easier to visualize from this. We see that this world is very fictitious slash time. But apart from that, we must work on a utility. So assume that we are a farmer chopping down trees, okay? Axe. Let's get an axe. Let's make sure no mobs kill us, because that's not really realistic, right? Do mob spawning and false. Let's assume that we are walking and we see a tree. We go and try to cut down the tree. Let's go cut it down one by one. 2, 3, 4. Assuming that false, of course. We get some cocoa beans. Now, these cocoa beans are edible. Assuming these cocoa beans are edible, like they will be, like some that might be in real life, we take it to a hub. Let's put this temple as a hub, okay? Let's enter the temple from here, from top, from the side. Let's make sure not to die. But we enter it from a hub, okay? And let's enter and process the actual. Let's go to left. It's easier if we do like this, okay? Oh, I'm curious to see. Ooh, diamond. Okay, but apart from that, this is the hub, okay? We cut down trees for a living. Let's say we live in this space, okay? We cut down trees for a living to get food, okay? When cutting down trees, we can earn some fruits. This fruits can be used as okay. Yes, these foods can be used to be eaten. Let's say that some of the foods that we get are apples. Okay, we collect apples from the tree. We cut the tree down like this, and we get some apples from it. Apples hold from tree, and we get back up and doing it. This is considered as utility. So what we could do is we could maximize the amount of wood that we get and not collect any apples, okay? Let's just get wood but no apples, okay? Assuming that we can collect apples from breaking the leaves, we just collect all the wood, okay? So by collecting wood, we collect it till the night ends. To collect this side of wood, this much wood, and so on. We get back to our house with wood remaining. With some wood. But we don't have any apples. Let's assume that we do not have any apples. Or we can have another scenario where we could get apples but no wood. So we collect apples, no wood. These both enter in a sort of graph. Let's plot a graph using some wool. Let's use various colors to stimulate the graph. And let's fill a set area to 1, 2, 165, black. Let's do glazed terracotta. Oh, no. To wool. Yeah, let's do wool. We got a white wool, so it's easier. Let this side, let's get some blue wool also. Let this side be with our logs, okay? Logs are in this side. The corner up here. And we'll use green for the apples, okay? If we get we could do in this sort of graph. We get a lot of apples but no logs, okay? Or no, we get one apple but many logs. And then we can also get a lot of apples but no logs. And we can only get a definite number of apples and logs a day. So say if we want a little more apples but less logs. We do the same thing until we reach here. By going this, we go and we reach here. And this type of thing simulates a graph. And this graph is also, this graph can be calculated on a graphing calculator who has one graph, which I came unprepared for, but waiting the timeout. While waiting timeout, we can see the graph. We can put as y is equal to 3 minus x squared. This is the amount of wool that we get. No, this amount of logs, and this is wool. It goes down the parabolic curve downwards. Differentiating it, let's put that, and then we do dx f of x. Differentiating it, we have this. And since it's a parabolic curve going downwards, the time we get the maximum slope, we have a maximum slope in anywhere here except for here where it's 0. Where the maximum negative slope is here. The more negative it goes, the maximum it gets. So, on the graph from 0 to 1, or square root of 3, let's do 4 minus x squared just to make it a little bit easier. Okay, square root of 3. If we go here, the slope is more negative as we go down. We need to see the maximum utility of it, so if we want to see the maximum number of area in terms of wooden log, we take the integral of, from 0 to 2, 0 to 2 of f of x dx. So the integral of that is from 5.3. But that is the total amount of utilities we get. Let's do from half to 2. 0.5 to 1, half to 1, okay? We get 1.7. We need to find let's find the indefinite integral from of f of x. So that, let's see. By integrating it, you can find the amount of area that's in there. This is poorly edited, isn't it? Yeah, okay. But before that, let's see. We have this sort of curved graph that goes down, starting from here and there. By integrating it, let's use another color, red wool. By integrating it, we have the most area under the curve at this point, at least for the one unit, at least for this one unit. The most area under the curve at this point, and the least area at that point. On this curve, if we want to find the area at least with the same exact area, we could use such like this. Let's keep this here. We don't want to maximize utility, we want to make the customer feel happy. Happiness is based on how the person feels and what type of thing something you get from being happy. You see that this area is around the same. And when 2 points on a graph are around the same, we can see that this is at least a normal medium. By differentiating it, find the average divide the midpoint of the two areas in the line, you get around here and here. keeping this as an average medium, this is how much of wood and apples that someone would want to get. And by this time, see, look, the day is over. So at this time, the person will go back to his hut feeling the happiest because he has maximized the amount of utility by collecting enough wood and apples to feed himself. Now, you might not be understanding it unless you're taking an AP Eco class or taking AP Cal BC, but if you do it, you can end up like this. And now, if there's no sound in this, I think there is, but this is how you do it. And let's go back to decimals by integrating it. So 4 minus x squared, the derivative, or the integral cubed. The point where it hits the most is here. So exactly at 0.8 and 3, let's put this at a scale of 1,000. Assuming that the person collects its max 4,000 wood a day and 2,000 apples. If he collects 867 wood, 867 apples, and 3,000 wood, he'll feel at this point should be at its happiest, at least for at least an intersecting area. So you have to maximize utility to create a happier way. And you might think, oh, if someone's cutting down wood in the Amazon, that's not a good thing. But if you're cutting down it for a specific reason, say you're poor and you don't have much money, and the only job you have is to cut down wood using these axes, you might think of it as maximizing utility to get enough money and also doing the amount of hard work for it. Because the amount of happiness also matters, and having high happiness score also counts, because we can put this in a 3D graph. We can visualize it like this. And if you are asking, I am 14, and I like to do these types of videos because I'm interested in economics and these types of topics. And this is this line of best fit, which accommodates for the actual bar graph of happiness, at least to some extent. To this area, the line of best fit will join from right here, and it extends to this area where the happiness is max. And now, I think the video is over. This is a very bad video, but hopefully you get the point. You probably don't. If you want a better explanation, watch Primer's video on stimulating forcing decisions. And this is it. I wish to see you later.